Welcome to Final Fantasy. Today marks the beginning of our journey through one of the best gaming franchises ever made. We're going to be going and playing every single Final Fantasy in correct chronological order, including the sequels, back to back, until we're done. Some of these games, the access to versions we have is a little bit limited, which is the case with this one, which I'll get into in a minute. Some of the other games, of course, we have a little bit more choice when it comes to which version we get to play. And I'll kind of be picking and choosing which version we play based on, you know, what I prefer, and then what kind of content there is. If you have any questions about what version we're playing, how I access each version, which one might be the better one to play based on what you're looking for, please feel free to ask me. I will be more than happy to let you know what I know on each different one. Now, before we actually get started with our Let's Play here today, I want to talk a little bit about this game. So, this is Final Fantasy. You can call it Final Fantasy 1 if you'd like to, but technically there is no number, as you can see from the title here. This is the original Final Fantasy that Square posted back in 1987 to Japan. This game did not make it to the West until 3 years later, after that, 1990, and it was an NES game. The port we're going to be playing is the Pixel Remaster version on PC. Pixel Remaster is a project that Square Enix started a couple years ago to kind of remaster 6 of the original Final Fantasy games. I think it was 6. The main difference in the Pixel Remaster is just kind of crisping up the pixel, I think it was 16-bit graphics that they had originally on these games. Make them look a little bit more modern, a little bit more appeasing to the eye. Ramping up the colors, changing the fonts, things like that, while still keeping it in the original look. So for this one specifically, there aren't any major changes from the original to the Pixel Remaster. The story remains pretty much the same. One of the major differences that a lot of people pointed out is the Pinnacle of Power got patched out. And the Pinnacle of Power was kind of a glitch. It was a spot on the world map that you could access pretty early in the game to fight late game enemies, bumping up your XP exponentially at an early point in the game, which would just make the rest of the game kind of cake. So that's gone. Other than that, though, it's pretty much the same, I think. There's small quality of life differences, I think. So with that said, let's get into it here. We're going to be playing on a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So, starting a new game, you have access to the 6 classes. At a certain point in the game, your classes get upgraded. So we're going to go over each class quickly here. So you've got your Warrior, which is just your basic fighter. They can use most weapons in the game, most armors in the game. They're basically meant for physical attacking. You have your Thief, which uses lighter armor. It is known for being the faster, the more agile class. During the first part of the game, it doesn't have the best access to decent weapons. It's the upgrade to this class, I believe, that makes it desirable. You have your Monk, which is typically your physical heavy hitter. It also typically has more HP than the other classes. It kind of goes unarmed to do the most damage, I think. I'm not sure if that was the case in Final Fantasy 1. You have your Black Mage, which is your first of the magic classes, which focuses on offensive and elemental magic, with a little bit of support in there. You have your White Mage, which is the opposite. It focuses on healing and supportive magic, with few options for damaging magic. And then you have your Red Mage, which mixes up Warrior, White Mage, and Black Mage all into one class. It is essentially the jack of all trades, master of none. It allows you to use a couple levels of white mage or white magic, a couple levels of black magic, while still being able to equip certain swords and whatnot to make it a physical threat as well. So the very first class we're going to pick, the one with my own namesake, is the red mage. I do enjoy having the red mage. The reason for that is in most Final Fantasy games, black magic kind of has a certain level where it stops being useful. Then we're going to be taking a warrior, just to have a good source of physical damage, and we're going to be naming it after my good friend Took. After that, we're going to be keeping a white mage, because I do want a dedicated healer. It kind of sucks for physical attacking, but I like to kind of keep it there. In some games they get bows, but I don't think that's the case in this one. It might be a risk to take a white mage, but we're going to do it anyway. They might just sit idle a lot and just physically attack doing nothing. So for this one, we're going to name after my partner, L. And then for our last slot, I already said I don't like to take the black mage. So what we'll be taking here is the thief. And we're going to name this after my adorable dog, Theodore. So with that said, let's go ahead and finally jump into the first episode of our Let's Play for Final Fantasy. As you can hear, another major upgrade that the Pixel Remaster takes is the music. This is more modernized version of the music, not the original bit style music. This is the castle and city of Cornelia, which is where our game is going to begin. Listen to the music. It's so wonderful. So we're going to start by going into the city of Cornelia. You'll see there's a guard that blocks our way out. When we talk to him, it's going to take us into the castle. But before we do that, we have to hit the shops. We start with 500 gil, which is to be used to fully gear out our team. So to start, the chainmail, which is the heaviest armor we have right now, 15 defense to the 4 defense you see that the leather armor has. Only our warrior and red mage can equip it, so we're going to grab 2. Leather armor, we're going to grab 1 for our thief. And then we're done in the armor shop. We're going to go next door to the weapon shop, see what they got. Alright, nunchucks, nobody can use. A knife. Nah. Staff, nah. So we're looking at the rapier and the hammer. So the white mage is going to take a hammer at 9 attack, and everybody else is going to take a rapier at 9 attack, 5 accuracy. So we're going to grab 3 of those and 1 hammer. Before anything else, let's go ahead and get everybody equipped with their new gear. So as you saw, our warrior here can actually hold the hammer as well. But the difference you see is accuracy. The rapier has a +5 accuracy rating, which we like, whereas the hammer does not. White mage can take a hammer, which is awesome. Little bit of physical damage. It's not what she's for, Then we're going to come up here to the magic shops. We're going to grab white magic first. We're going to put a cure spell on both our red mage and white mage. We're going to take Dia, which is damage to undeads only. We're going to take a copy of Protect for our white mage, which fills up our spell slots for our white mage. And then we're going to take no other white magic for our red mage. We're instead going to come out of here, go next door. And we are going to grab fire for our red mage. And we're going to be out of Gil, which is only going to be a problem for a few minutes. What's this guy have to say? So the thing about Final Fantasy is it is very linear, but it's not very apparent sometimes what you're supposed to do. Whereas some Final Fantasies will out and tell you, like, this is your first objective. You kind of have to work a little more in the original Final Fantasy to find what your objective is. So here, by talking to the guard sees our crystals, and he sends us to the king. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Hell yeah, here they are. Here's our crystals. Suck it. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. The Chancellor doubting us here. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. King's like, hey yo, you right, but, you know, they got the crystals, so... So here's the thing. Go get my daughter. That's gonna prove if you are really the warriors of light. Here, they're gonna tell us about Garland. Used to be one of the master knights in the king's employ. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north, so that's where we gotta go. He says that he's a fine swordsman. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north, so this is where it's telling us what our next objective is going to be. Tells us that currently the bridge is broken, but if we rescue his daughter, the princess, he'll have the bridge rebuilt. Which, you know, is kind of shitty. So this first castle has no loot in it. To my knowledge. I'm not a master when it comes to the game, so we are just going to leave. We know we needed some more gil, so we are just going to save our profile right away. And we're going to do some random encounters just outside the castle here just to build up our gil. So we need another 2 gil to get our spell. And then we also want to grab some potions and antidotes for the first dungeon, which is the Chaos Shrine. We are inevitably going to get some levels here. But as you can see, our gear pretty much allows us to take on the monsters right outside of Cornelia. Now, it's not my purpose to put a lot of grinding on the camera. But this is a necessary part of starting the game. I mean, you can go to the Chaos Shrine without having everything. It's not technically necessary. You'll have the gil by the time you come back. And none of it's really needed. The weapon upgrades are a little bit more helpful than not. Same with the armor upgrades. Things can really do damage if you don't have the upgrades, as you'll see. Our poor little white mage has the chance to get slapped around. There's everybody's level up. Hey, look at that. Apprentice Warrior. We got an achievement. Oh, it doesn't pop up on stream. Look at that. Now, our purpose here isn't grinding levels. We want to get enough gil. So 50 for the other spell for the red mage. That only leaves us with another 88, so we want some more gil. There's that broken bridge. Look at Tuke's HP already just jump above everybody else's. Doesn't even look like the red mage got an HP upgrade. I love how our team has a very red theme, and then there's the thief. Is it just goblins? It almost sounds like full orchestral music. See how much skill we have after this one, because this will be level 3 for everybody. I don't want to get too ahead on levels. Did that? Oh, one more. So everybody's going to level up at the exact same time, at least for now. So the XP you gain in a battle is shown in the top right of the victory screen you saw, and then it just divides it among the party members who are alive. If we finish a battle with a dead party member, it obviously then will divide in 3. The dead person won't get XP. So there's our level up. Hey, only another 2 HP. Our warrior gets another 4 HP, more strength. White mage, another 3 HP, so that wasn't a big HP level. Let's see, our Gil, 258. That leaves us 208 for spending on items. I like that. So our first task is we're going to come all the way up here. We have one, okay. We have one more spell to get. So we already have fire. We want thunder, because we want to make sure that we have every element. So we're going to throw that on there. Now his spell slots are full. I don't care about sleep, just because typically you put everyone to sleep. It's a low accuracy thing. And you physically attack them once and they wake up. And that's not interesting to me. At least if that's how this game does it. And then, while this could be really useful, I don't see us having an issue with any high evasion enemies early on in the game. So I think both of those are just a waste of gil and a waste of spell slots. Especially seeing as I don't take a black mage. So we're done in the magic shop. Our last stop before we head up to the Chaos Shrine. Or second last, actually. The item shop. We're not going to grab a whole lot from here. We are going to grab 2 of these. 2 antidotes. And 2 potions, I hope, will be enough. I'm sure there's going to be enemies that are going to drop some more potions for us. Maybe some treasure. Now, the final stop before we head to the Chaos Shrine is the inn. We've had a couple levels. Oh, I don't have enough money. 30 gil. Okay, looks like we're getting in one more battle. Come on. Just have everybody physical attack. We don't really need to use magic when they die so easy. And it was a preemptive too, so we're going to do this without taking any damage. Now we're going to head back in and head to the inn. I'm hoping this is really the only time we'll have issues with money. We'll see, though. Excellent. Okay. Now we are all healed up. We're all geared up. Let's go ahead and save. Let's make our way to the Chaos Shrine. We were told it was north. This is our only way to go. Oh, that's a new enemy. Crazy Horse. Physical attack. I don't want to waste any MP. We didn't have any problems with that. 63 XP off of just one enemy. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Excellent. And here we are in the Chaos Shrine. Oh, before we come in here, I like to save in front of dungeons, just in case we have a wipe problem. Now we're gonna go in. It is an RPG. We're gonna look around. Got a couple new enemies in here. So we have this warg wolf and the goblin guards, as well as a wolf. So let's take out the goblins, because then there's one less attacker hitting us. And then let's go all in on the warg wolf. One thing I don't like about the original here is we don't have steel. It's not even a thing. Even though we're a thief. Okay. Goblin dead. Do we kill the warg wolf? Yes, we do. Excellent. Then from here, just gonna go ahead and just all-out attack. They're not doing too much to my red mage, which is a good thing. He may not have a lot of HP, but he is just as well geared as the warrior. 159 XP, so we're up to level 4. Still no HP, but look at the stat growth. And we've got our warrior jumping up like 26 HP, more strength, more luck. Our white mage, not a whole lot new in terms of stats. And then we have our thief jumping up to 80 HP. Same amount of strength as the red mage. Okay, cool. Gonna keep heading this way. Look at that. Oh. Skeletons! New enemy. See, we could use Dia here because they are undead. But I don't want to waste the MP. Especially not when something like that happens. That would have been a right waste of MP. Wanna walk in? Treasure! What do we got? Leather cap! That's exciting. Let's see, can our white mage equip it? Yes, I can. So the white mage, since it's their job to keep everybody alive, it's kind of important that we keep them alive. Okay, we got this exact battle again. I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. Oh, okay, the warg wolf actually hits. That was 8 damage on the warrior, who is the most geared, like, defense-wise. Notice we killed it a little faster, though. Now I'm just gonna have everybody attack. Nice. I'll definitely take the XP. Okay, now we're gonna head up this way. See, this is one of those cases where there's a bunch of zombies. It might be worth it for us to try out Dia, as it is an AoE spell. Look at that. White mage coming in clutch. Nice. Potion. Tent. We're going to do the same thing here. Oh, yeah. They hit. Oh, but they don't have a lot of HP. Maybe the Dia cast wasn't worth it. Got a level up out of it. That's level 5 for everyone. Gonna grab some intellect for our red mage. Some more stam for our warrior. Agility for our white mage. That's important. Some more stam for our thief. I like the little, like, foggy effect going on. We know we're just going to physical attack here. Easy enough. Okay, here's another door. The door has been secured with a mystic key, so it's locked. Now, some games, if you put a thief at the front of your party, they can unlock doors, so I want to see. Oh, it doesn't even make a difference. Okay. I wonder what the point of being able to move them around is, then. Got a preemptive strike on a bunch of wolves. We're just gonna physical attack. Now, let's see, can to one ally. So you see how it says in this? In later iterations of Final Fantasy, it tells you, or like you can just take one spell rather and choose if you're gonna single cast it or multicast it. In this one, it says only to one enemy, versus we know Dio was an AoE spell. So that'll be something pretty important to keep an eye out for. Okay, let's go see all the way down here. Okay, we are all too familiar with this battle. Now, we know we're not scared of the goblin. We want to get rid of him as fast as possible. We had so many misses, it took everybody's attack. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay. One last room. Ah, damn it. Okay, so we only got 2 rooms worth of treasure. We know we're not worried about these guys, especially when our white mage pumps in the damage. Easy enough. Excellent. Excellent. So, most of these enemies just seem to be pretty easy. Excellent. So we are gonna just quickly walk out to use this tent that it gave us. I think that's the purpose of having it. Just since we're going up against the boss. Save. Last save was level 3, now we're level 5. And let's head right up here to Garland. Surrounded by bats. Can we get to the bats? No. Oh. You can solve wild encounters in here with Garland. Oh. And the wolves can flee. Well, luckily we took no damage there. Well, let's just talk to Garland. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. So it looks like he wants to rule the kingdom. Who's there? Humph, the king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think that you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. Let's see it. Ooh, that was a nice cool effect. Oh. Listen to that music. Oh. Oh, it's sinister. I love it. Okay, let's throw some magic at him. Attack. Nobody needs healing. We're going to attack. And all we can do is attack. 13 damage. Oh, 24. Oh, 36. Okay, so he's really coming through. Let's try Thunder. Again, same thing for everyone else. We took no damage. 23 damage, so it doesn't matter what spell. A little bit more damage out of the Thief and less damage out of the Warrior. We're just going to keep going how we've been going. One damage. That's an underwhelming boss. And that's Garland. We're slowly going to watch his pixels disappear. You get everybody to level up to level 6. Finally get some HP for our red mage. And just about every stat went up. That's huge. Same thing for the warrior. White mage kind of getting boned, but we're getting more intellect. We're getting more HP. That's good. And to be honest, that's a pretty good takeaway for the thief. Lots of luck. Nice. And then he's just gone. The bats are still here, though. Wonder what that glowy thing is. You've come to rescue me? No, we're here for the bats. Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. I figured that's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. I mean, we kind of did go 4-on-1. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornelia. All right. What about the bats? Oh, we're going to nod. Oh, yeah. And then suddenly we're back in the king's room. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light. Yeah, nah. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. Okay. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. That's the prophecy. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. So again, telling us we need to go north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. Okay. So that tells us the objective of the game is to restore light to the crystals. And I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt as promised. I feel like that's blackmail. Like, he's got his entire kingdom of people to think of, and the only way that he'll restore this broken bridge is if we rescue his daughter. Hey, what does she have to say? This loot has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you on your journey. Oh, cool. Get that real loot. Loot! Do you have anything to give? The dancing girl in town knows many odd bits of information. If you find yourself astray, try talking to her. That's good to know. What about the king? Sarah's thoughts are always with you. You can't say that. Okay. And then we're just gonna leave. Excellent. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yep, yep. The bridge. Yes. Oh, yes. Working so hard. Orders from His Majesty! Where to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy? Alright. Look at him go. Oh, yeah. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Oh, we're almost done. Alright. And flags went up. Excellent. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? I'd ask the same. The 4 warriors of light are here. They're in Cornelia. That still doesn't answer the question. There we go. There we have it. So, I think that is where we're going to end this first episode. We beat Garland. Got the bridge repaired. Next episode, we'll see what the North has for us. Gonna go ahead and save. 22 minutes. That's how long we have in our playthrough. Excellent. Wonderful. We'll see you all in the next one then, won't we? Until next time.